Savannah Chrisley suffered a horrifying wardrobe malfunction that left her feeling ashamed on Instagram today. Making things worse, the reality TV personality was slammed by horrified fans because she had an upside-down cross necklace around her neck in an Instagram video she recently uploaded. The post was intended to be a promotion of her cosmetics line. She noted you could never be too sassy in the comments. Unfortunately for the Chrisley Knows best star, many of her followers had a hard time seeing past the piece of jewelry around her neck. In fact, many were quick to call her on it. Did she know what she was wearing? The post featured Savannah Chrisley rocking a gorgeous teal power suit as she applied several thick layers of cosmetics to her lips. When she was finally happy with the look, she turned and smiles at the camera while showing off her products. Now, some of her fans were here for the intention of the post. A few wanted details on the cosmetics she was sporting. Some praised Savannah Chrisley for offering her cosmetic line at such affordable prices. As anyone who wears makeup knows, it tends to be a little on the expensive side. Unfortunately for Savannah, most of the comments focused on one thing: her jewelry. More specifically, the fact that she had a necklace with an upside-down cross on it. Did she know what that meant? According to Christianity.com, what an upside-down cross means differs slightly depending on who you ask. It, however, isn't something you would expect someone of the Christian faith to be wearing. Most commonly, people who see an upside-down cross believe it is a symbol of the Church of Satan and Satanism. With this knowledge in mind, it isn't too surprising that Chrisley Knows best fans were horrified to see Savannah wearing it. It, however, quickly became clear that this was nothing more than a wardrobe malfunction on Savannah's part. Now, a few fans warned Savannah Chrisley she needed to take a look at her necklace and what the upside-down cross meant. Others, however, questioned why Todd Chrisley's daughter would wear that type of symbol. One individual questioned, "What's with the upside-down cross? Thought you guys were religious. Might wanna check the meaning of an upside-down cross. 'Cause I know you believe in God." A second chimed in. Now, Savannah Chrisley did respond to these concerned comments. She admits she hadn't even noticed the cross upside down and blamed the jeweler for making a mistake. She reassured her fans she would be taking it back to get it fixed. It was nothing more than a wardrobe malfunction. There were a few Chrisley Knows best fans who were horrified by the comments. They couldn't believe other fans were taking digs at her because of her necklace. "I have seen people with a cross lying sideways on the chain, seriously judging someone over a piece of jewelry." One individual exclaimed, "Todd Chrisley's daughter was clearly horrified when she realized she was wearing an upside-down cross. So most fans believe she didn't even notice it." Do you feel bad for Savannah Chrisley after this embarrassing wardrobe malfunction? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Savannah Chrisley had become remarkably comfortable living beneath the glare of reality TV lights. But even the most seasoned public figure has moments they wish could be erased. For the Chrisley Knows best personality, the moment arrived with no warning, no chance to prepare, and certainly no opportunity to recover her composure before millions of eyes captured what unfolded. What should have been a polished morning appearance turned swiftly into a chaotic scramble that left her horrified, ashamed, and desperately trying to reclaim control. The incident happened during a packed media day, scheduled to promote a series of brand projects she had been quietly building while navigating her new life as caretaker, entrepreneur, and public figure, rebuilding herself after family upheaval. Her team had arranged a full-run podcast interviews, a digital magazine shoot, and a brief red carpet moment for an affiliated charity event. Everything was planned with meticulous detail, everything except a moment that would send her heart racing and her confidence spiraling. Savannah had selected a striking outfit for the day, one that blended elegance with the boldness fans had come to expect. The ensemble had been fitted earlier in the week, but fittings do not always account for long hours, movement, and the unpredictable nature of fabric under pressure. The design had a structured top, fashionable cutouts, and delicate fastenings that appeared secure. Her stylist had praised the look as flawless. Her makeup artist predicted it would trend instantly. Savannah stepped into the day feeling composed, radiant, and ready. The trouble began during a backstage transition between interviews. Crew members were rushing, lights were being repositioned, and Savannah found herself squeezed into a narrow corridor. As her team attempted to keep her ahead of schedule, a camera operator brushed past her, not realizing that the bulky equipment clipped the edge of her outfit. A seam that had been holding perfectly hours earlier gave way under the force, creating a subtle shift in the fabric. It was small enough to go unnoticed at first, but severe enough to compromise the outfit structure. Savannah didn't realize anything was wrong. Not yet. The incident became catastrophic the moment she stepped in front of a high-resolution camera panel for promotional photos. The angle was harsh, the lighting unforgiving, and the garment pressure finally snapped. What had been a minor shift became a full wardrobe malfunction, exposing more than Savannah had ever intended to reveal. Her team saw it instantly. Fans noticed within seconds. Flashing lights preserved every frame before she could turn away. Her heart plummeted. Her breath caught. Her hands instinctively moved to shield herself, but the damage was already done. Assistants rushed in, attempting to cover and guide her off the stage, but the photographers continued firing until security intervened. It was the kind of moment a public figure dreads, one impossible to control, impossible to reverse, and guaranteed to live online forever in some form. Backstage, Savannah felt the crushing weight of embarrassment settle over her like a fog. Her team worked frantically to repair the outfit, but the emotional blow was far more difficult to mend. She kept replaying the flash of lights, the sudden exposure, the shocked reaction of crew members who witnessed it firsthand. Her career had weathered countless storms, yet nothing had prepared her for the vulnerability of that moment. Her thoughts spiraled toward the inevitable online reaction. She knew how swiftly the internet moved, how ruthless some corners of social media could be. A wardrobe malfunction was hardly unusual in the celebrity world, yet for someone who had spent years curating a brand of polished Southern charm and self-assured professionalism, it felt catastrophic. Savannah didn't fear the photos themselves as much as the narrative others might construct from them. She imagined accusations of attention-seeking, suggestions that the malfunction was staged, or cruel commentary about her appearance. Her journey had already included seasons of intense scrutiny, her family's legal battles, her personal heartbreaks, her sudden role as guardian to her younger siblings. This incident felt like an additional humiliation at a time she had been working so hard to rebuild both her life and public image. Her team advised her to continue the day's schedule, but Savannah insisted on stepping away. She retreated to a private lounge where she tried to regain composure, her hands trembling as stylists adjusted the repaired outfit and applied fresh makeup. The malfunction felt like an attack on her confidence, her control, and her sense of safety within an industry built on public exposure. Still, she knew she could not hide forever. Her obligations required her presence, and she understood that disappearing after the incident would only fuel speculation. Once she re-emerged, her posture was rigid, her smile practiced, and her mind focused on surviving the day. The cameras continued to follow her, but now she avoided sudden movements, stayed close to her team, and maintained a strict awareness of her outfit's condition. Though she pushed through the schedule, the aftermath was waiting online the moment she checked her phone. Images and comments had already surfaced on social platforms. Most were sympathetic, expressing support and emphasizing that wardrobe malfunctions happen to everyone. Some were cheeky, a few were cruel. Savannah scrolled through them with a sinking feeling in her chest, each reaction reminding her that she was still a character in the public's ongoing entertainment. Her horror stemmed from more than exposed skin. It came from feeling unexpectedly fragile in a space where she had learned to project resilience. She had faced scrutiny for years, but this incident seemed to strip away layers of hard-earned confidence. It made her feel like a spectacle rather than a storyteller, an object of amusement rather than a woman navigating an imperfect but determined journey. Later that evening, Savannah returned home exhausted, emotionally and physically drained. She replayed the day in her mind, questioning every choice that led to the malfunction. Should she have chosen a different outfit? Should she have insisted on more time for preparation? Should her team have caught the damage earlier? The what-ifs piled up, creating a mental storm far more overwhelming than the incident itself.